Okay, so I kind of look like a cave woman because we went to the spa today, which was amazing. We used those gift certificates that the Fisher House gave us, and Nick and I both got to do a 50-minute Swedish massage and facial. Um, I've never had a facial before. It was awesome, and Nick said he really enjoyed his. We got to have our massage in the same room, which was great, and our facials were in separate rooms, but it was really fun. Okay, so I'm just starting to get some side effects from medicines, and I think that's pretty great because we've been on the medicines since I think the 8th of September or sometime around there. So I think I'm doing pretty good if I haven't been getting any kind of side effects until this point. Um, and it's nothing really major. I'm just tired, and amongst other things, I really don't feel like telling the entire world about in a blog. So, this is going to be Drug Class 101 Part 2. And we got a lot of medications today. Well, the other day. And I'm going to tell you all about them. Some exciting news is that tonight is our trigger shot at 10:30 at night. And then on Thursday morning, we'll go in for the egg retrieval. And on Sunday morning, we will have our embryo transfer, which is very, very exciting. Um, and then I should be able to test, a certain number of days after the embryo transfer, which I guess I'm just going to take at this point and kind of say that I'm probably not going to post any videos or anything on Facebook or anything like that until we're in our second trimester, for privacy reasons, and um, I just have this idea and firm belief that everything's going to go 100% positive, and we're going to be bringing home a baby from this experience. I've had so many signs. I feel like I have a sort of direct line to God during this time in our lives, and I fully believe 100% with my entire being, heart, and soul that it's going to work, that God is going to give us our baby. Um, if, however, it doesn't work, I'm very much a planner. I do have a plan B, but I don't know how I will post a video of if it doesn't work and kind of sharing that news. I don't know how I'll digest that. But anyway, so that's the news on that. Because I know people are going to want to know as soon as possible. And I understand that I kind of put myself out there for that by doing a public blog and blog. But I've connected to a lot of people through it. People I've never met before, people who have the same disease, endometriosis, as I have, and people who have gone through IVF before. I've found support for myself. I've found encouraging words for my husband, and I've helped a couple people that I've never met. So I think that's pretty great. And I think that overall, having to wait to share the news of whether or not it worked, I think that should be left up to me. And of course, my husband, who will pretty much tell me to do whatever I want to do because that's how awesome he is. So, that all being said, I have to say I don't know what everything is in here. This is our Novarel. This is our here I can get this. There you go. That is our trigger shot, which is going to happen tonight. This will be my first intramuscular injection, and I am kind of feeling like a pincushion at this point, although Nick, this doesn't have to be refrigerated, right? No? Okay. Nick has always offered to give me my injections ever since we started taking fertility shots 2 years ago. But I've never actually let him do it. So this time, I think I may have said something about this in either a blog or the previous video blog. But anyway, you take a needle and you take, I believe it's 2 milligrams of this water, just sterile water, and you squirt it in this little vial here, which this is really similar to the Gonal F injections, which is what I had to do when I was with Dr. Miller, Arkansas Fertility and Gynecology, except for they were just smaller dosage. something really gross and I guess cool, if you want to think about it like that, is this is, from what he said, this is apparently real women's HCG. So the doctor was explaining it to me, and he said that they, um, I don't know how they do this, but they have pregnant women pee in cups, and they clean the urine, and they extract the real pregnant women HCG, and they put it in a powder, and they name it something else. So, kind of gross, kind of cool that science and technology has kind of gotten us to that point, but yep, I'm gonna stick with kind of gross. So anyway, that's our trigger shot tonight at exactly 10:30, which is kind of great. And he said some of the side effects that we can get from that are just a lot of bloating and fluid retention, which kind of sucks. But you know, it's all worth it, isn't it? All worth it in the end. Bring home the baby. Okay, and so these are the shots. I was kind of worried about the intramuscular, but he gave us this handy dandy butt diagram. Check that out. Okay, so these are, whoop, these are the X marks the spot for the injection. Do you like that? I like that. Okay, so Nick has that. He has a lot of confidence, and he knows that, and I know that I've been taking Depo for like 7 years, which is only recently gone subcutaneous, but when I was on it, it was an intramuscular injection, and that didn't hurt at all. So I'm not worried about it, and I think he's going to do a great job. These I am a little bit worried about because I'm hearing from a lot of other video blogs and from patients and the doctors and the nurses that these injections suck. These are the progesterone injections, which you have to start off with on the night of the retrieval or the night of the embryo transfer. He's got his headphones in, so he can't answer me. He actually knows a lot more about the drug. Okay, now the transfer. He seems to remember a little bit more than I do. I'm usually an avid note taker, but they kind of go really quickly in these morning appointments, and for some reason Nick seems to remember it a lot better than I do, which is good because I, in the beginning, tried to give myself the wrong drugs at first, and he said, "What are you doing?" No, no, no. So, anyway, the night of the transfer, which is Sunday, Saturday morning, Saturday evening, we'll get these glorious shots, also in the gluteus maximus. So, we have 2 vials of these, and the great thing is after it works, because it's going to work, well, I can switch over to pills. But I have to have 10 whole days of these shots after the embryo transfer, which is on Sunday. And then I also have my big honkin' bottle of pain pills, Tylenol 3, for the egg retrieval, which is on Thursday morning. That procedure looks quite painful. If I'm not going to go into detail, but if you'd like to know, just Google in vitro egg retrieval. Although my next door neighbor had her egg retrieval this morning, and she's walking around and talking, and she looks like she's in a little bit of pain. But she said mostly she had the biggest problem she had with the egg retrieval is the nausea from the anesthesia afterwards. And since I've had a couple surgeries this year with laparoscopies, I feel like I'll do fine. So, I mean, they give you Versed and fentanyl for your pain. So, I'm feeling pretty confident about that. This is a steroid. Okay. Let's see. We have estradiol, which is the evening of the transfer. I have no idea what this is for. I think it may be estrogen. But what's funny is that Nick pointed out on the side of this, right here in that warning label, okay, that warning label says, do not use if you are pregnant, plan to become pregnant, or while breastfeeding. So, this is prescribed to people who are going through in vitro, which I find kind of funny. Because, yes, we do plan on becoming pregnant. Isn't that what this whole thing is for? So there's that. There is promethazine, a godsend and my savior. Most of my life I've had problems with nausea and upset stomach with tons of things. And so this has been, you know, a lifesaver on more than one occasion. So we have lots of this for problems with the anesthetic. And I think that's it. So, here Let's see if I can pile them all up here to look funny. Okay, these are all the medicines. Phase 2 medicines. Oh wait. There's this too. Okay. Yay! Okay. I think that's about it, and I just went over 10 minutes, so longest vlog ever. And Glee came on tonight. I'm pretty sad that I missed it, but my DVR back home when Arkansas was recording it, so I think that's it. Sorry for the odd editing skills and the cave woman-like appearance. So, okay. Next update should be after the egg retrieval. Yay! 2 days. Bye. Good night.